Everyone, today I am going to explain you about the strain energy. We have already seen how the strain energy is calculating by using this integration of mx square by 2ei into dx. And in the strain energy, whenever we are dealing with the beams and frames, especially while we are dealing with the frames, you must remember 2 points, as wherever you are going to deal with the frame, it should be contained only one concentrated load, then only it will be applicable. And whenever there is a if you want to calculate the deflection in that particular direction, only the load should be acting. With respect to these two conditions only, we can continue with the strain energy. So let us take one frame like this is frame has given, like it will be some 2 meters and it will be also some 2 meters of the span, and it is loaded with some 5 kilonewtons load at this point. So now we have to find, we'll give a notation as A, B and C. Now we have to find the deflection at this C by using the strain energy. So what we have to do is, first we have to calculate this moment. So for that, let us take a tabular format with respect to what are the requirements to find this, because as per this formula you need mx value. EI, if they have given any numerical, you have to substitute that, otherwise you can keep that EI is a constant, let it be as the same. And come to this integration, what are the limits with respect to the length, that we have to substitute here. So let us take a tabular format as it should be a portion, nothing but the beam which part we are considering, and it should be the origin from where to where we are taking, and the which point is the starting point of that particular member, and the limits. So, but that particular portion, what about the limit of that? And then you'll go with the mx values as a moment with respect to the x. So, come to the portions. What are the portions here we have? As the B, C is one portion and B to A. It is easy to keep the origin while we are taking from the free ends too. Otherwise, you can also take like AB and BC. But again, we have a thing like which one we should take as an origin. So better you can go with the free ends, then it will be easy. The C is the origin here, or else you can also mention it as, instead of this BC, for your clearance purpose you may mention as CB as a span, C is the origin. Like that also you can keep, anything will be the same. And for this BA portion, the B is the origin. From that we are mentioning the measurement. So it will be, for this BC, it will be 0 to 2 meters of the span. So the limits will be 0 to 2, and here also it is 0 to 2. So it is also 0 to 2. Like this we have to write. Then come to the moments. How we are going to calculate this moments? So here this is the x distance. Somewhere I am taking in this portion of the beam as BC. In this portion I am taking somewhere x distance from the free end as a origin. From the origin we have to take. So this is some x distance. So what will be the moment? Moment is force into perpendicular distance. So that perpendicular distance here is the 5 kilonewtons is the load with x distance. So 5 into x. So as it is creating this moment in this as a clockwise, I am taking it as a negative, as it is giving you the hogging moment. So this is a minus of 5x. Then we go to this span. So already this is 5 into x. Now it will become, here at this point we have to take the moment, but as this member doesn't contain any kind of a load, so there is no another moment with respect to this loading, but there is a moment at this point, it will be giving you the moments like this. So as it is creating 5 into 2 is a 10 kilonewton meter. It is also 10 kilonewton meter. That moment will be present here. So simply, as it is a fixed, it will be developing. The same moment will be carried over to this span also. So you should take it as a minus of 5 into 2. It as a 10 kilonewton meter. So that is the movement with respect to this span of portion BA. And once you got all this, simply you can substitute in this equation as a u is equals to integral of mx square by 2ei into dx. Now you can substitute that mx values whatever you got as individually with respect to this particular limits. So as we have integral 0 to 2 with minus 5x whole square by 2ei. Remember it is a mx whole square. It's a moment with respect to x whole square into dx plus integral 0 to 2 minus 10 whole square by 2i into dx. So simplify this, the integration portion as it is square, it will become a positive 5 square 25 and x square will be x cube by 2ei, and you can substitute the limits as 0 to 2. Similarly, this integration of this one will become of 10 square 100 by 2ei into x. The limits are 0 to 2. Now simply you can substitute that limitations here as 25 into 2 cube by 2ei plus as 0, however we will get the zeros values, 100 into 2 by 2ei. Simply you can simplify this as L square, 2 to the 4, so it will be 125 into 4, 2 to the 4. 100 ei plus 100 ei. It will be 200 and by. So here we got the strain energy value as 200 by ei. This is your strain energy. As per the work done will be equal to your strain energy, that will be equal to your half into P into delta. So here we should equate that, then we will get the deflection HC. So for that, what is the strain energy? Here it is 200 by ei. That should be considered here as half into, what about the P? Here it is nothing but the load is 5 kilonewton. So substitute as 5 into delta C. From this you will get the deflection as the delta C will be equals to, it will be 200 by EI into 2 by 5. Likewise we will get the deflection. It will be 80 by EI is your deflection value. And simply you can substitute the EI, then you will get the value of this deflection. Like this we have to calculate. But remember, whenever there is only one point load is there, then we can go with this method. Otherwise we can use the unit load method or Castiglione's theorems. That will be also there. In the next sessions we will see that. Thank you.